Hey audio everyone, Lost Lady here, back in action for more updated traction. Today I'm talking about all my goals and New Year's resolutions for 2020, for both the future of my channels and life in general. So starting up, I want to talk about changes to the upload schedule. As you may or may not have known, I try to keep the channel interesting to watch by having 3 separate LPs going throughout the course of 2 weeks. Originally, I was uploading the 3rd series 4 times a week, but it has been a mild strain in keeping up with that schedule on top of everything else, so I decided to lower the 3rd LP's output to 3 times a week. That way the 3rd LP can still have the games that are longer than usual while also giving you the most in the 2-week span. As for the future of LPs themselves, there will be less LPs that I've streamed previously and more that I do in my spare time. This is due to catching up with a lot of games that I wanted to edit down and share because I love those games in particular. Also, wanting to experience more shorthand games at the same time. On the other hand, with my other YouTube channel, Lost Streams, I will continue to stream a wide amount of games that I simply don't think will either fit my game commentary or maybe too long to actually stream or LP. While I don't know rightly if I'll play games like Persona or Trails of Steel, the games themselves are just far too long for me to comfortably stream due to viewer retention and how too long it would be for me to actually LP it. Perhaps when I get bigger, it won't matter as much, but for now the Lost Streams channel will remain a sort of just play, no commentary channel, so I can still play as many games as I can while still sharing them with you. While I may not speak during said games, I will usually be able to see the chat and still love to interact with y'all if you go check out the channel, so please do if you're interested. Twitch, on the other hand, has been a bit of a struggle, and I'm not sure how much I want to give attention to it personally nowadays. Due to recently moving and having unstable internet connection with my computer, I've been unable to stream the usual games I've wanted to begin with, sticking mostly with PS4 games to play in the meantime. While these first few months will still probably see me use the PS4 heavily to stream, eventually I should be able to get back to my usual streaming schedule, with one detail in mind. I'll likely only be streaming 1 game per month. This is due to a few reasons that I've come to the conclusion to over time. 1. Having a set schedule for every week ruins a lot of my social aspects in life, and I don't want to resent streaming because of that. 2. I still like streaming a lot and I still want to provide a stable schedule so those that want to watch me play certain games still can. 3. The more time I have, the more I can focus on other projects, games, and recordings. 4. Honestly, I think 1 game per month just sounds pretty cool. As stated previously, I will still be doing plenty of recordings for LPs and just play streams, so it's not like you'll miss out much on when it comes to more game content, but this new setup should definitely help a lot in terms of the future of Lost Entertainment. I guess I'm calling it that now. Social medias like Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram have been rather straightforward going from 2019 to 2020. They've been doing their job kinda through the year. Like, I forget to update Tumblr and Instagram occasionally, but for the most part, they have been fun additions to Lost Entertainment. So if you're curious of what I'm doing or collecting nowadays, check out my Instagram. If you have a Facebook or Tumblr, I tend to post memes there too, and sometimes even stream on Facebook. And I promise to update more often in the future. Speaking of not updating, vlogs are still very much a thing I like to do, but while I understand I haven't been doing them, it's largely been due to moving and trying to sort out life drama that we're going to talk about in a little bit, after we talk about some more exciting additions to this Lost Entertainment. As for something new and helpful though, I decided to open a Patreon. While I'm not expecting y'all to jump in immediately, it would really help if I could get some help financially when it comes to all the work that I have to do with this channel. And seeing very little in return due to YouTube policies and my channel still being fairly small. I hope this doesn't seem disrespectful, as I generally do love making a lot of game content for y'all, and if I could help it, I want to continue to do so until I can't anymore. It's just getting harder and harder to ignore things financially. So if you have the time, please check it out. they're all neat extras too. Now that all the good news is out of the way, let's move on to some more pressing matters. Around June 8th, I learned a shocking truth about my once friend, Chrissy Bears, or Chris Bears in a legal sense, aka Platinum Speed. What came to light was their act of grooming minors and other manners of ill intent. I've always known them to be rather hypersexual, so not only did the news shock me, it slowly connected a lot of pieces of past interactions with them and others around them. I only wish to inform those that were curious about my friendship with Platinum Speed and how I could turn a blind eye, as once everything came to light, everything else made sense. I am no longer affiliated with them and have solely kept the transmission channel and any content before finding out solely due to the respect of separating the art from the artist. Aside from that, any and all content when it comes to transmission has stopped and discontinued. With that being said, cutting ties right before moving has led me to deal with a lot over the summer, and while I finally recovered from the majority of the move and falling out of the friend, it was something I had to deal with and something I hate to admit has affected my workflow. But as for the future of 2020 and resolutions I want to accomplish, well, I'd like to reach 420 subs, for the meme of it all. I would also like to start making more top 10 lists than I have than usual, with just it being mostly just top 10 games I've beaten over the years. I want to expand more on that. And I want to compete even more in Smash than I have already, so hopefully I could go ahead and do that as well. Not to mention, I want to actually start learning more Japanese in order to help better myself and hopefully one day actually go there. I also want to start reviewing some anime, which I know is probably a bad idea considering this is supposed to be more of a video game channel, but dang it, I love me some animes lately and I want to shout out about it. And finally, kind of a simple goal here, I just want to finish my room and give y'all an actual tour of it. Because it's been in the works for quite some time now, and I have yet to get the small few things that I want to get, but I'm ever so close, so hopefully before June I could actually get that accomplished. Hopefully I could accomplish all these goals I've set for myself, and I hope you all enjoy my future endeavors too. Either way, thank you all for watching my update video for 2020. If you have any questions or requests, I'll be happy to read them, or state them down below in the comments. Till then everybody, sayonara, bye bye.